If you're a heating, air conditioning technician, or even a salesperson, what do you do if your company wants you to lie, cheat, and steal to close deals or make magic happen? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Silverman, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Haleiwa, Oahu. When I say it's a perfect day, it's 85 and slightly humid. So occasionally, and this is not all companies, I want to be very clear, there are some fantastic companies out there. There's some brilliant business owners, but occasionally there is a group that will bend the rules of morality so that they can make profit, they can have bragging rights, so that, I don't know what they do with their money, right? So I want to be very clear from the very beginning, this is not the norm. This is not the thing that normally happens. We'll share with you, in about 2010, I got a call from a company that said, hey, we want you to come work and train our people. It was not in heating and air, it was a different industry. And the owners tell me, I don't care what it takes, just make a deal happen at all costs. I want to move units. And I was like, I don't work that way. Like, that's against my code. That's against my honor. That's against my ethics. So you should absolutely have a code of honor. You should absolutely have a code of ethics or a code of morality of what you're willing to do and not willing to do. And, you know, if the company wants you to lie, cheat, and steal, you should not do it. You should not. Don't make stuff up. Don't lie. Don't cheat. You don't steal. You don't have to. This has long-term repercussions because, like, you could start, like, right here in the middle and go, like, listen, I'm going to do the right thing for my clients. I'm going to do the right thing for my buyers, but I really want to buy a car this quarter. So you kind of like, let's move over here a little bit. And then you're like, didn't get caught. Nobody said anything. So you go, and you ratchet it up. And then, like, didn't get caught. And then at some point that pendulum swings all the way up here and something wild happens, and then, like, you did get caught. So in Sacramento, for the longest time, there was a company. And if I followed behind their technicians or anybody else followed behind their technicians, they didn't tell the truth about anything, right? They completely lied about compressors. They completely lied about heat exchangers. They didn't know how to diagnose anything, but what they did know how to do was to jack up the price of a unit and sell it for a super huge amount. And they didn't have to do it. So, like, really, you should absolutely positively draw your line in the sand and say, here is and isn't what is acceptable, and have your own morality clause, ethics clause, belief clause. So here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be good at what you do, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, hvactechsecrets.com. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. It's an email publication. You get emails from me. Hi, I'm Scott. I send out emails when I remember. All right. And so here's the thing. You should, if this is you and the company goes, hey, technician, hey, salesperson, profit covers sin model, lie, cheat, and steal, do whatever it takes to close a deal. That should be like the sign from the sales gods, right? That should be the sign from the sales gods where you're like, it's not who I am, man. I'm not after that life. I'm not after that type of thing. I'm not very interested. And so for you have to be aware that, like, draw that line in the sand, find another company. And then here's what happens. Exponentially, there's a bell curve that goes like this. It's flat for a long time. It's got a long tail, is what's referred to as in the statistics world. It's a long tail, and it's very slow. And then there's a J curve, and it goes. There's a point where I've seen this happen on a couple of companies where that J curve accelerates and it's rats off a sinking ship, and it's really tough to find jobs because people are like, I've heard about XYZ company or 123 company. I don't want technicians from there. I don't want salespeople from there, because at this point, were you there for XYZ trainer? Were you there for 123 manager? Yeah, we want nothing to do with that. That person's a fraud. That person is suspect. Like, we don't want anything to do with it. You want that long-term appeal as a technician. You want that, hey, I've heard about you. Like, when you go in for an interview and a manager goes, hey, I've heard really good things about you. Like, yes. What you don't want is, hey, I've heard really bad things about the company that you work for, because now you got to explain away, hey, I went to them, I told them, which is good, don't get me wrong, but you're better off leaving sooner rather than later. You're better off saying, this isn't what I want to do. So if you end up at the lie, cheat, and steal company, like, the faster you can exit out, the better off you're going to be. Right? That's why it's a good thing to check the reputation of the company that you go to work for. You got one of 3 things to do from here, just one of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Aloha and mahalo.